Hi, my name is Jyotika Poliparthi. In this video, I'll be answering 4 questions based on what we covered this week about the 4 temperament types, fostering teamwork and managing emotions. Let's get started. The first question is, which of the 4 temperament types am I? I, def- I identify strongly with the choleric temperament. Cholerics are typically described as ambitious, goal oriented, and decisive and natural leaders. That really resonates me. I tend to take charge in group discussions, group situations. I like having a clean plan, a clear plan and directions, and I get energized by challenging and results. I'm the type of person who sees a problem and immediately wants to fix it rather than sit with it. I'm driven, sometimes impatient, and I tend to be very direct when I communicate. The choleric type is often described as someone who leads with action, and I think that describes me well. The second question is, how would one effectively manage a person with a choleric temperament? Managing a effectively requires a specific approach because we don't respond well to micromanagement or vague directions. Here are the key things a manager should keep in mind. First, give us ownership. Cholerics thrive when they have clear responsibility over something. Assign us a goal, set the expectations, and then give us the autonomy to execute. If you over us or second guess every decision, we become frustrated and disengaged. Second, be direct and get to the point. Cholerics respect straightforward communication, don't sugarcoat feedback. We would rather hear the truth quickly than a long, softened version of it. Third, channel our competitiveness, give us targets, metrics, and challenges to rise to. When our motivated by achievements, so a manager who sets high standards and recognizes results will get the best out of the choleric every time. The biggest mistake manager can make with a choleric is trying to control them too tightly. It creates conflict rather than performance. The third question asks me to describe 2 ways a manager can foster teamwork during a meeting. The first way is to create structured participation in many meetings. The same 2 or 3 people dominate the conversation while others stay quiet. A good manager actively invites input from everyone, not just the loudest voice in the room. This could be as simple as going around the table and asking each other for their perspective, or using a technique like round robin brainstorming, where everyone contributes before discussion begins. When people feel their voice matters, they invest more in the team's outcome. The second way is to establish shared goals at the start of every meeting. Before diving into tasks or updates, the manager should clearly state that what the team is working together. When people understand the common objective, collaboration happens naturally because everyone is pulling in the same direction. It removes the what's in it for me mindset and replace it with a what can we achieve together mindset. These 2 strategies, inclusive participation and shared purpose, can completely change the energy and productivity of a team meeting. The fourth question asks me to describe a time my negative emotions got the best of me and how can I improve using an emotion management strategy. There was a situation where I had a conflict with a professor over feedback I received on an assignment. I felt the feedback was unfair and didn't reflect the work I had put in. Instead of approaching the conversation calmly, I responded defensively, and with frustration, my tone became sharp and I interrupted before fully listening, and I made a conversation feel more like an argument than a discussion. Looking back, yes, I did regret how I handled it, not because I was wrong to feel frustrated, but because the way I expressed the frustration undermined my own message. My emotions overshadowed my actual point, and the conversation ended without resolution. One strategy I could have used is called the pause and reframe technique. Before responding, I could have taken a breath, acknowledged what was being said, and reframed my internal reaction, shifting from this is an attack on my work to this is information I can use. That one pause would have allowed me to respond from a place of confidence rather than a defensiveness. As a choleric, my instinct to react quickly and assertively, but emotions intelligent means knowing when to slow that instinct down. That's something I'm actually working on. Those are my four responses for the week's reflection. Thank you for watching.